guys, welcome to this new video. Today we are going to talk about Git pull requests. So in simple language, what is a Git pull request? A Git pull request is just a version system that allow us to make a code change, right? That allow us to make a code change so that everybody can see traceability. So that's called pull request. Let's say usually at work, you have a default branch, which is the main branch, and you create your branch out of that default branch, you make your code change. Now you need to go ahead and update the default branch so that it becomes permanent, right? Because branches are only temporary, and the main branch is the only branch that is permanent, right? For example, let me grab my big pen here and kind of illustrate what I'm talking about. So you are going to have at work, you basically have what is called the main repository, right? Let's call it M here, the main repository. Then out of the main repository, you will go ahead and create this main repository here has a default branch, right? This main repository here has a default branch. Let's say that branch is called main, right? That branch is called main. Now you are going to get a branch out of main. You can call that branch here, for example, branch A. Then you can get another branch out of main that you can call probably branch B. Then you might get another branch out of main that you can call maybe branch C. Now, what's going to happen is that here you have different individual. You can have one individual working here on this branch, another individual working there, another individual working here. They can be DevOps, develop, or anyone. Now, when individual working on branch number A is done, what he has to do, he cannot directly update the code. He needs to submit what is called a pull request, also called PR for the shortcut. So some people won't say pull request, they will say PR. He needs to submit a pull request so that someone else can check and verify everything is good before the code get merged, right? We say merge, right? It get checked before the code get merged here. The same for B. B, we have to submit the pull request when it's done to the main branch, and C, we have to submit the pull request when it's done to the main branch. So let's go on actually on the GitHub website and try to see how we can implement that. So this is the GitHub account, for example. So I have this account here, the test. Now, what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to create a branch here. Then after I will make some update, then after that I will create a pull request. So to create a pull request, you need a branch, right? So I will go ahead and create a branch. So I will click here. Let's just call that branch feature, right? Then let's say feature 01. I create a branch. Now I'm on the branch feature 01. I can come down here, start making change. So let's come down here, for example, and add something here. So I will say, welcome to DevOps Easy Learning. Today, we are talking about PR, right? I will say pull request PR. So I will go ahead and put that, then I will commit, right? Now I can take, for example, another directory like this one here. I can decide to come down here and delete probably this file, delete this file. So I will delete this file. Everything that I'm doing is actually on my feature 01 branch. It has nothing to do with the main branch. I might come down here, this file called Canary. So I will go ahead and delete this file called Canary. Then I will say, welcome to DevOps Easy Learning. Then I will go ahead and commit that. You can add a commit message. Hello. Good. So at the end of the day, let me go back to my repository. At the end of the day, this feature 01 branch, as you guys can see, I've actually made some change to that. Now, my main branch, as you can see, my main branch is no more the same with my regular branch. Let me even come here and create a file. I will call that file Ansible. So I will say testing Ansible feature with just some content into that file. As you guys can see, at the end of the day, there are changes that I made on my feature 01 branch. My feature 01 branch actually have some change. If you check here, I have this file called Ansible, but if I check the main branch, I don't have the file called Ansible. So if I go back to my feature branch, now there are two ways to create a pull request. Usually when you make a change on GitHub, a message like this will pop out. You say compare and pull request. You can either click on this message, right? The first way to like create a pull request. So first thing, when you make a change in actually on a branch, this message will pop out. Then we ask you if you want to compare and pull request. So I can say yes. That's the first way. You can click here, compare and pull request. Now you need to add a title, right? So I'll say added master. I can say added master image on front end, right? Just type that's like, for example, the message on the for the pull request. Now the description, right? The description, you can put any description, right? Any description here. So, but basically put the description of what you are doing. Let's say I've updated, it was a bash script. I've added some stuff on the bash, some logic on the bash script. I will go ahead and put it there. No, so at the end of the day, you will go ahead and create the pull request, right? At the end of the day, you will go ahead and create a pull request. Now, as you can see here, this is our pull request. It has been created, right? This is our pull request. It has been created. So the pull request has been created. I am now inside the pull request. Look at how I shifted from code. Now I am on pull request here. Now I can see all the commit on my pull request, right? These are all the commit. The code check is I haven't activated this. Then the file change, right? Which is this the most important place. It will show you the file change. Now it's telling you that on this file called Ansible, right? You see green here, meaning that this is a new file because everything is green here. It's telling you that this is a new file. Now, this file called Canary, it says that before we had inside the file called Canary, this string called file, that string was replaced with this one, right? Then it also tell you that this was deleted. As you can see here, it doesn't show anything inside. This means that because we deleted this file, then also it says that, hey, 501, before we had this line, now the line here at the bottom was added. So, and I can click here to review my change. Then I can actually, comment on this pull request, which should be the subject of another video. So that's how you create a pull request. I can go back to conversation, right? Pull requests have a most important part are going to be conversation, which is like, the main panel for the pull request. Then commit, we show you all the commit involved in the pull request. This check has not been activated. We'll have to show you the check. Then you have this file change. We show you what have been changed, right? Now I can come down here. We say require approval from specific reviewer. There are rules that we have not activated yet. We'll talk about that in another video. And the good thing is that it tells you here there's no conflict, right? We have to talk about conflict on GitHub. That will be on a different video. So I can just go ahead now and merge. Say merge pull request. I can merge this pull request because I am the admin into this GitHub account. So I can go ahead and merge this pull request. Come in and merge. Now that will go ahead and update the main branch. Now, if I go to the main branch, this is my main branch now. As you can see, I now have this on my main branch, right? I now have Ansible on my main branch. If I click on Ansible, you will see the content. Now I have it on my main branch. That is how I was able to update my main branch based on the pull request, meaning that I went ahead and created the pull request. Then I created the branch, sorry, made some modification on that branch. Then I later on came back to create a pull request. So let's create another branch. For example, let's call that branch, for example, Canary. We created the branch Canary from main, and let's update this file, for example, with something else. So let me probably go on Google and type something else. So if I type Ansible on Google, I just want some type of like anything. So I can grab this here and actually add into my file. Then I will go ahead and commit here. So then I will decide that I have this file here called Canary. I can also go ahead and update, and we can say hello world here. I will go ahead and commit that as well. So now let's go ahead and raise another pull request. So earlier I showed you that there are two ways to raise a pull request. So it is either you raise a pull request from here, or you can come here on pull request, right? You come here on pull request, you say new pull request, right? Then the base branch is main because you are trying to update main. Look at this arrow. Then you update main from where you want to choose the branch you want to update main from. So I'm selecting the branch. As soon as you select the branch, it will show you all the differences. But if you go back to main, you won't see nothing because main equal main, right? And main equal main, you won't see anything. But if I go up to canary, I'll be able to see the difference here, everything that has been added. Then I can go ahead and create my pull request. Like I said, you just have to put a title, and you can put a good description on the pull request, and you have show you all the element here for the pull request, what has been changed, the file are involved in the change. Then you can go ahead and create your pull request here. And you see here the pull request, the conversation, you have, for example, this. Then you have the commit, the commit here, show you all the commit like I mentioned earlier. And then you have the file change, show you what changed, what did you remove, what did you add, show you everything here. So that was an overview on pull request and how to create a pull request. In our next video, we will see how to manage pull requests. I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and give a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe. You can also find us on other social media such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Ciao. See you on the next video.